Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and our sideline reporter, Doris. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First, for the Bucks, Bledsoe is out there with Matthews. And inside out of Stanford University, a skilled post scorer with tremendous size, the 7-footer, Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Ande Antetokounmpo in at the 4 slot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron James is out there with Caldwell Pope. And in the middle, the long body JaVale McGee. Absolutely elastic. Then it's Green, and it's Davis in at the 4 spot.
Well, he's a fearsome defensive presence in the paint, a shot-blocking machine, and the intensity, the effort that he brings night in and night out is such a huge asset for his team.
And he can wipe that offensive glass too, Steve. I mean, he turns a whole lot of misses into makes. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
And here is Los Angeles now. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to LeBron. Now the pass to Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. Fires the 3. Here's McGee. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Outside Matthews. Goes up to the stripe. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And back to Minnesota, they were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year, they're hopeful to make it once again this season, but it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now.
Passes it to Ande Antetokounmpo. And that one's good.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Bledsoe against LeBron. Launches a 3. LeBron with another miss. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGee's got 6.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Here's Ande Antetokounmpo. Matthews dishes to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Middleton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Earlier, I was able to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thank you, Doris. The 3 from LeBron. That's good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Here's Ande Antetokounmpo, who's guarded by Davis. Ande Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. And Matthews kicks to Middleton. Lopez, guarded by McGee. And it's Lopez penetrating.
You know, last season, a lot of folks had the Lakers picked as the super team in the West, the team that would maybe challenge Miami and LeBron, but from the start, it just never was a cohesive group and really had one of the most disappointing seasons in the Lakers' history.
Both free throws good from Lopez. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Knocked away. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks trail by 4. Clark, as you said, the Lakers had a lot of lofty expectations put on them, but you never know what's going to happen when a team is put together. And Steve, they just couldn't reach that bar that was set so high for them.
Yeah, the expectations were so high, Kevin, but injury issues cost them all season long. Nash, Howard, Powell, and of course Kobe with the Achilles at the end of the year. And that unit only started 7 games all season together, so they never really were able to develop any chemistry.
Just 5 on the clock. The drive by LeBron. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and the fact that they're playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews. That's his first foul. Here is Davis. He feeds it to McGee. Good D by Lopez.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go around.
And Bledsoe with the stuff.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Snatched away. Here's Green. He passes to McGee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the 3rd most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
To the middle, and so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, despite that possession, something I've liked is that they've really been in control while getting out to this lead. They've kept the turnovers down.
Lopez, a screen on Davis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Matthews from the arc. Good on the shot. Matthews has got 7 points.
Well, you know, when they need a big three, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
He's one of the tougher players you'll ever see. Sometimes he comes away from games pretty banged up, but you'll never hear him complain about it or let it affect his performance.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Surprisingly, the Bucks were one of the better teams from the East against the West last season, 14-16, which was better than most teams in the East, and part of why they were able to make it into the playoffs.
The Bucks making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Going back to the Bucks. With their small backcourt, they could have nights where they could just run teams to death, and they were able to take advantage of a few teams like that.
Well, the main thing is that they weren't afraid of anyone. Ellis and Jennings would just try to run the ball down your throat, but in the end, it wasn't a combination that the Bucks felt confident with, and that's why they were willing to let Ellis and Jennings go.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there. With several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat, they didn't win a single game and were swept. by the Miami Heat.
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasovas checked in. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Hill gets a screen from Lopez. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they would upset them. But many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the fourth quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team. And that's exactly what they did.
6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 3. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season, I think it surprised most of us. You know, some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So difficult season for the Lakers.
Here's Morris. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Hill against LaRusso. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a three-point play. And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, you can't just have a great starting 5. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Hill drives in. Second chance effort. Misses from close range.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Pass to LaRusso. The feed to Morris. And the layup is good. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Milwaukee's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Hill kicks to Ilyasovas. Dishes to Lopez. Working on Howard. The jump hook hits the front of the rim and out.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Waiters dishes to Morris. In low to Howard. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Brown outside. From 13, gets it to go. Brown's got his first 2 points. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Piatkowski. Lopez covering. There's the dish to Morris. It's good from long range. Morris has got 11 points.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
And the basket by Hill.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Here's Howard. And that one's good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Stolen by Waiters. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
0 defended by Waiters. 0. The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer. Got it off in time, but it's no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
A lot of hard work being put in on the glass. This is a very physical team. They're doing a nice job in the paint.
Yeah, and I think they're doing a good job gang rebounding too, Steve. Everybody's boxing out down there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Lakers barely squeezed into the playoffs last season. Despite that, they had the largest luxury tax bill in the league, almost $30 million, more than double the next highest team in the Miami Heat. So, maybe one silver lining for them with Dwight Howard deciding to move to Houston? The team won't have to shoulder the even more punitive taxes that began this season. Kevin?
Good point, Doris. Thanks.
Quick hands on the steal, quick feet on the breaks.
Costly mistake to fork that ball over and then not get back on deep.
Los Angeles leading by 4. He kicks to Cook. Piatkowski. He's guarded by Williams. Backing down is Howard. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
In many ways, the Lakers had what would be called the nightmare season in 12-13. Despite that, they protected Staples. Playing in front of the Hollywood Stars has always been an energy boost for the Lakers, and they made the most of it even though they struggled away from home.
And Clark, as you said, with the Lakers very good at home last season in what would be one of their very few bright spots on the year. They go 29-12 in Staples Center, which Steve put them in the top third of the league for home wins.
Well, Kevin, when you come into Staples as a visitor for a Lakers game, there really is a kind of a different feel. I mean, if you're the opponent, you look up at all those banners, you look over at all the celebrities on the side, you know, that theater lighting. It's a pretty cool spot, and teams sometimes, I think, can kind of get carried away.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, during the season before last, the Bucks' problem had been offense. They just couldn't put up points consistently, and even when their defense would hold up, they would simply get outgunned by teams. They decided to change that by trying to be more of a transition team last year.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Brown. And back to the Bucks actually led the entire Eastern Conference in pace and were 3rd overall in the NBA. Steve, only teams that were ahead of them were the Rockets and Nuggets, 2 teams you always think of running.
Well, it makes sense for the Bucks to have played that style last year. You had that backcourt of Ellis and Jennings, a lot of speed and quickness. They later added J.J. Redick, so you had shooting. So they had to play fast. It made some sense, but in the end, you know, they've made some changes in the offseason, and they're looking to get better. Got a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
The lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
It's stolen, and it's the Lakers on the break. And then LaRusso with the dunk.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
The kick out to Matthews. And there's the 3-second violation. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Cook kicks to Davis. He dishes it to Cook. Releases from 15. Clock at 6. Here's Piatkowski. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Bledsoe, here we go. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. They're running. Here's Smith. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
For Los Angeles, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
He hits the second from the line. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, he's got to be disappointed with his team's play over the course of this run. And, thus the timeout. You got to talk things over, try to get back into the game.
Something has to change for them as they haven't looked good at all during this run. So a timeout is appropriate here.
Here's on to Tecumbo. Here's Lopez. Can't hit from in close.
Hey, I like creativity and the circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Feeds to Davis. Off with the layup.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
I tell you what else I like is his attacking mindset too, Steve. No matter where he is on the court, when he gets possession, he will turn it up and turn it on and run out. Most of the time, he doesn't stop until he's laid the ball in the hoop.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. For Milwaukee, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
Here's Bledsoe. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Outside Matthews. His three-pointers off the mark.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Smith trying to get open as Davis. Nice shot by Smith. And now a 9-point Laker lead.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
That'll be a 5-second call. They set the screen. Kicks it to Cook. Wide open. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Lakers leading by 7. The Lakers have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. 2 shots. The first free throw is good.
A big problem for the Bucks last season was closing out games in the fourth quarter. You know, too often they would see their defense fall to the wayside as soon as the game started heading down the stretch. And as a result, they lost a lot of close ones.
Here's Bledsoe, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. The pass to Cook. Takes the 3. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sense just where that rebound was going, and it becomes an easy 2 for them.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off offensive putbacks.
Well, Clark, you brought it up. The Bucks defense would be solid for 3/4 of the game, but would just not look like they were supposed to be in the fourth quarter at all. Not sure, Steve, if it was fatigue or something else that got to them.
I thought one of the keys was they didn't have great perimeter defense, and so even though they were a good shot blocking team, they were constantly having to cover up on penetration. And so even though you might get some shot blocks, you're also going to give up layups and offensive rebounds. That was a major problem for the Bucks last year.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, Bismack Biyombo, a young center from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, he said he never knew how long his arms were until he came to the U.S. He measured out with a 7'7" wingspan. his height. He said, quote, "I'm 6'9", but because of my wingspan, I can play like a 7-footer." Guys, teams used to just look at a big man's height. Now they take into account things like wingspan, standing reach, and the vertical jump, getting a much clearer picture of, quite literally, a player's sphere of influence.
He's got the length factor to be sure. Thanks, Doris. And Lopez gets it to go.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Lakers leading by 7. LeBron with it. Now defended by Antetokounmpo. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Passes to Matthews. Davis with the block.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
And here's Bledsoe. 8 points for him. Outside Matthews. From outside the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. Back to LeBron. Pass to Green. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And Matthews kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton, guarded by Green. Bledsoe for 3. That's good. Bledsoe's got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 10. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. And the pass to Antetokounmpo. Fires from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. LeBron right side. Another shot. That one off the back iron and out.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Bledsoe outside. Bucks passing it around from the arc. Middleton can't get it to go.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's LeBron. Matthews with the rebound.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you. It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Brook Lopez.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
LeBron, defended by Bledsoe. He feeds it to Davis. Lopez is there. Here's Piatkowski. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Lakers lead by 9.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
The fun has begun on this Saturday night, and we're ready.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from McGee.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
Davis with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Davis kicks to Green. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. The feed to LeBron. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. LeBron's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Los Angeles. Bucks trail by 11. Here's Antetokounmpo, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
And the Lakers have possession. Now LeBron. Back to Davis. The Lakers with the ball. They lead by 11. Caldwell Pope kicks to Green. Dishes to LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Gets it to go. McGee's got 16.
He is feeling a terrific percentage from the field.
Matthews into the lane. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he will take the ball right into the teeth of the defense.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Well, I like what he did at the line a season ago, shooting 81%.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
LeBron can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 11.
Come get it, come get it.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis, and he slams it one-handed.
The signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded by Davis. One-on-one here. Caldwell Pope passes it to Green. And he converts the layup. Green's got his second bucket. Timeout called the Bucks.
Coach can't be pleased with their inconsistency on the defensive glass. They've been caught taking pictures out there. They're watching, as opposed to getting in there and securing the orange.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 14. Inside. Dives for it. And stolen by LeBron. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
But they're finding the holes in the defense, Clark, and they're exploiting them.
The Lakers have gone 9 of 13 from the line. Bucks trail by 16. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Lakers leading by 15. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Davis puts it in.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's guarded by Davis. It's LeBron with the drive. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And he is a persistent defender too, Steve. I mean, even if he gets caught behind on the break, He'll bust his behind to get back into the play and maybe come up with a block at the last second.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Throws it up high. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Bucks trail by 21. Here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. And that one's good. And so it's the Lakers with it. Davis setting the pick for LeBron.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
It's stolen by Davis. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Finishes the break with a slam. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
He passes to LeBron. The dish to Morris. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 9 assists now tonight.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Antetokounmpo passes to Hill. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
So he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. Must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Waiters. Defense right on him. Here's Morris. And the jumper is good. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
0. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator-armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.